Hello.
Hi,
Good evening. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Let me. Okay, now I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see? Can you see my share screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So let me review a little bit about the last lesson. Okay. So we are in reading about unusual cities. And I remember that we learned some new words of this topic, right? We learned this one, or yes, and this one. Okay, so we finished at learning the vocabulary of unusual cities, and today we're gonna move on to learn some to do some reading exercise, and from reading strategy, and then we're gonna do some exercise from here to this. Okay. So first, we have the reading strategy here. Reading strategy is kind of some techniques for you to how to for you to know how to do the reading text, how to read a passage and do the questions that related to reading text. So when you do a matching task, so this strategy is about matching headings. I think matching task. Um, Read all the text first to get a sense of the overall meaning. So first of all, to do a matching test, you need to read through all the text to get the main point, to get the key point of the overall. Okay, and then you're gonna read the question, go through the questions one by one, and then look at go through questions and then look at the reading passage, and then see if it's suitable for or not. And then you designed which text you think that contains the answer and look for it very carefully. And if this text doesn't contain the answer and you can't find it, you can look at the other text. Okay, because the questions and the answer will follow from the bottom and from the top to the bottom. So that is kind of easy for you to go through, read through all the questions, and then you know look at the each passage, each paragraph that contains the answer. Okay. I think it's quite long for you to understand this one, so we're gonna practice some reading parts for you to understand. Okay. Now the first one we have is reading. This one is matching matching the picture here with some text here. We have three texts and we have three we have three texts and we have four pictures. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you are going to read the text from A to C and then match them with the photos from 1 to 4. Okay. Okay. Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, so now you can do it now. Okay.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay. So what do you choose from the first picture?
From the first picture, I choose the paragraph C.
Okay, the paragraph C. The second picture.
The second, I choose the I
Choose A. And the third picture.
and third B.
B. And the last one.
Um, I
The last one?
I choose the paragraph A.
Okay, so the last one is A. So can you tell me why do you choose the first picture is paragraph C? What can you find the information?
Because it's a it creates tons of rubbish every day.
Okay, so it creates tons of rubbish every day. So it has a lot of rubbish here. Anything else?
In, um, and the name.
Okay, and the name. So you know this one. You know it. Okay, that's much better because you know the name of this place. Okay, so here we have this place contains a tons of rubbish. So we can see here a lot of slums and rubbish. So we can choose C, very easy here. Okay, so C is for the first picture. How about the second picture? Why do you choose A?
I choose the A because it is one of the cleanest and cleanest cities in the world.
Okay, so it is one of the cleanest and greenest in the world. So you see here the Botanic Garden. So it would be the green, it would be a green city in the world. And you know um, the air is also very clean. So that's why here it is a green city from the name. Okay, the third picture. What do you choose B?
Uh, because it's a the bridges are falling into the sea and some of the apartments are underwater.
The bridges are falling into the sea and some of the apartments are underwater. Yes, so we can see here it is a sea, and we can see here the bridges are falling into the sea, and very easy to identify where is it, because in three paragraphs, just paragraph B talks about the sea, but here we can see the sea here, so it is B. How about the last picture? Why do you choose A? Why do you choose A?
Because
Why?
mm, mm, um, let's say only a quarter of the
Yes.
um of mm,
Can you speak louder? I can't hear.
the cô đợi em tí.
Okay.
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 Inhabits inhab inhabitants use a car. What is that?
Inhabitants use a car. So you think this one inhabitant use a car and then you chose this one. So it's related to, you know, we have to read the whole sentence. Inhabitants use a car, the others use public transport. So the bus and the car are public transport. And you can see here, and nobody in the city lives further than 400 meters from a bus stop. And there are lots of park in the city. So this passage is also talks about the transport. Okay, but the last part, but this picture is also contains the transport, like the bus and the bus stop. So we can guess what picture that talks about the transport. Okay, so this picture is paragraph A. So we have picture 1 is C, picture 2 is A, picture 3 is B, and the last picture is A. So these are correct answers. And now we're going to move on to the next part. So in this part, you're gonna match each questions from 1 to 7. Okay, from question 1 to question 7 with one of the texts. So we have 3 texts here, and then we also have 3 texts here. So you're gonna answer the question, which text is about a city which has more than 1 million inhabitants? Okay. Okay, you can start doing now.
Yes.
You finish?
One more time.
1 more minute.
Okay, I'm finished.
Okay, so what is the answer for question number 1? Which text is about a city which has more than 1 million inhabitants?
I think it's in the paragraph.
It is paragraph. In which paragraph? I can't hear that.
C.
Paragraph C. It's easy to travel around. Which text?
A.
Paragraph A. Which text is next to a much larger city?
A.
Is also A. Okay. Which text is less than 100 years old?
I don't know.
Okay, don't know. For question 4.
Yeah.
Which text has good system of recycling? That one is kind of easy. You can look at the title, the name of the city.
C.
Yeah, very easy. Which tax offers high salary for workers?
B.
Paragraph B. And which text has a lot of green spaces?
In paragraph A.
Okay, paragraph A. Now we're gonna check the answer. Okay, which text has more than 1 million inhabitants? So can you look at, so we're gonna look at from paragraph A to paragraph C. This paragraph talked about, okay, we can see here, only a quarter of 1.7 million inhabitants use a car. That means this city has more than 1 million because the population of this city is 1.7 million. That means this city has more than 1 million, right? So, but in paragraph B and paragraph C, they don't mention any information related to the inhabitants or the population. So this Green City is a city that has more than 1 million inhabitants. Okay, so we're gonna choose A. Question number 2, which text is easy to travel around? Okay, we're gonna look from paragraph A again. Very easy to travel, but I think it is A because paragraph A mentioned about the transportation, about the transport, public transport. So I think it is easy to travel, but let's look at some information. We can see it here. Let's look this one. That is because the bus system is probably the best in the world. Okay. So the bus system is probably the best in the world, and the tickets are very cheap and the journeys are fast. That means Green City, when the people in Green City are, the transport is very easy to travel around because the bus system is the best. The tickets are cheap and the journeys are fast. That means people can travel around very easy. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay, you're just out. I know. Maybe because of the... Yeah. Okay, so do you understand question number 2? It's easy to travel around. Okay, so question number 3. Which text is next to a much larger city? So you choose A. So you choose A, but let's see if this city is next to a much larger city. Okay, we can see here. Is a medium-sized city in the south of Brazil. Okay. So this paragraph doesn't mention about it is next to a much larger city. So where can you find the information that you choose A? I think the answer would be C. Yes, we can see here. The first sentence of paragraph C, Cairo in the north of Egypt is one of the biggest cities in Africa, and it is the capital and has a population of nearly 8 million. Okay, so it's next to a much larger city. Okay, but in paragraph C, I don't think Green City is next to a much larger city. Okay, so the answer would be C. So you can see at the first sentence of paragraph C, Cairo is it is the capital and it has a population of nearly 8 million. Okay, so that is question number 3. Now look at question number 4. Which city is less than 100 years ago? Less than 100 years. Let's see. I think so. Here we have A and C. So I think let's find in the paragraph B. So 100 years old. Is here Neft Larry is about 7 years old and it exists for one reason, oil. Can you see the age of this city? 70 years old. So that means it's less than 100 years, right? 70 is less than 100. So artificial city is less than 100 years old because the age is 70. Question number 5 has a good system of recycling. So we can kind of easily to guess the answer because the title of paragraph C is Recycling City. And it mentioned about the system of recycling. And here, I think it's probably here. Here, they recycle nearly 90% of the rubbish, which is far better than recycling centers in most Western countries. So that means it has a really good system of recycling, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the answer for question number 5 is C. Question number 6, which cities offers high salaries for workers? You choose B. Now let's look at B. Offer high salaries. So here, I found it here. The salaries are much higher than in other places. Okay, so it mentioned about the salaries of the workers, and the salaries are much higher than other places. Can you see here the salaries?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you understand?
Yes.
Great. So the answer for question number 6 is B. So because you are silent, so I don't know whether you are understand or not. Okay, the last question. Which text has a lot of green spaces? I think it is A, because you know the title, the city here is Green City. So that means it really has a lot of green spaces. There are lots of parks in the city. In fact, there are 50 square meters of green space per person. Okay, so that's kind of easy for this question, as a lot of green space. So that is A. Okay, do you understand from question number 1 to question number 7?
No, I understand all.
Okay, it's quite long. Okay, from the next one. Explain the significance of these numbers and measurements from the text. Okay, in text A, 1.7 million. What is the what is that number? What this number is about?
It's about the inhabitants.
About inhabitants or the city's population. Or population. These are the same. How about 400 meters? What is it about?
It's about from meters. From a bus stop.
Yes, 4 meters is the furthest distance from the bus stop to a bus stop. Okay. How about 50 square meters? What is it about?
It's about the green space.
Very good. Green space per person. You can see here, there are 50 square meters of green space per person. It is here. About text B, what is 2,000? What is it about?
About the population.
Yes, about the city's population. 70, what is it about?
Years old.
So we use the age. The age.
Age.
The age. We don't say the years old. The age of the city. How about 3 kilometers?
About the road.
Okay, this is the length of the road. The length of the roads in the city. About taxi, 8 million.
Population.
The population, Cairo's population. 60,000. 60,000. What is it about?
About the population.
Yes, a population. So here we have to say population of Cairo. And this is population of Masjid Nasser. Long name. 90%.
About the rubbish.
The rubbish. So 90% is the percentage of the rubbish that is recycled. Yes, because they recycle nearly 90% of the rubbish. So 90 is the percentage of the rubbish that is recycled. So here are some numbers and measurements from 3 texts that we just discussed. Okay, so finished with the reading parts, and now we're going to move on to some filling in the blanks exercise. We have let's see. You are going to complete 6-10 sentences with the correct words about the compass point and the continents.
Okay.
Do you know the continents? Do you know the compass point and the continent? This is the compass point. North, south, east, west. And this is the continent. We have North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, and Oceania. These are the continents, and these are the compass points. So now you are going to fill in the blanks with compass point and the continents. It's quite hard. Canada is to the... Do you want to look at the map?
Yes, I have.
But I don't know where Canada is. Canada, north or south? North. What do you think?
I think it's
We have North
North.
America. We have 3 countries in North America.
I think it's North America.
Yeah, we have Canada, Mexico, and America.
Okay.
So Canada is to the north of the USA. Egypt in the Egypt. Egypt is in Africa, but it is in the north of Africa or in the south of Africa.
The north.
It is the north of yes. Egypt is in the north of Africa. England. North or south?
No.
England. England is the north of Scotland. England is in the south of Scotland. Spain.
South.
In the south of which continent?
Africa.
Spain is Africa.
No. America.
America, no. Spain is in Europe. How about Los Angeles?
South.
Los Angeles is on the west coast. West coast of... It is in America, but in North America or South America? North or South America? South America?
North America.
It is in North America. Germany is to the, this one you have to look to the map because it's quite difficult. Germany is to the west of Poland. Just look at the answers again, and you're gonna look at the map at home because it's quite difficult for you. Okay, so I think you need to read through again the compass point and the continents. Just remember 3 countries in North America and which city, which country is to the south or is to the north. Okay, it's here. Okay, so I think the time is over now, so we're gonna save this one for the next lesson. It's just a speaking part for some adjectives, superlative and comparative adjectives. So this one we're gonna save in the next lesson. And now the time is over, so our lesson is coming to the end. See you next time, and remember to do your homework.
Yes. Okay.
See you later.
Okay.